everybody, it's Grant, and today I needed a extra large dose of spark because I might be disagreeing with my buddy Graham. I'm not sure yet, but he's got what's the problem with spending $4 million about MrBeast. And we know Graham's my boy, but I'm a fan of both of them. So I don't think there's a bigger fan of anybody than MrBeast and me and Graham. Wait, hold on. How do I say that? I don't think you'll find a bigger fan of these two individuals than myself. If you do, I'd be surprised because oddly, me and Graham became friends after I was already a fan of his, so I pretty much know everything about him. And as far as Jimmy, I always gather as much information. I have made very much in-depth videos on him. So Graham, let's see what you got, bro.
$1 a month, making YouTube videos across all of his channels.
I showed them my finances.
Man, so MrBeast makes a channel like every week, and within seconds, it's like the thing's at 1 million subscribers. But meanwhile, he's finding a way to monetize it. His content truly.
So you better watch it, Graham, because I know MrBeast Espanol is a thing. He is repackaging all of his content and throwing it. I told you I was a fan. He's repackaging all of his content and throwing it in other languages that are dubbed by like celebrities.
Really, I have to say, is content for around the world. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're from, what language you speak, what you believe in. Everyone just likes getting free money. And MrBeast has absolutely perfected everything about that in a way that the YouTube algorithm loves. In fact, it's every algorithm. He's basically just a walking algorithm that just, he could point at anything and he's like, yeah, I'll beat that, I'll beat that, I'll beat that, yeah, I'll dominate that platform. It's incredible.
We saw line by line what he spends on and how much he spends. And he just made his biggest single purchase ever.
I just bought this
$10 million in real estate.
brand new studio and 100 acres of land around it.
Wow, isn't that where they filmed Squid Games? Is it? I feel like they used that studio that they're
just
filming
being
in right
funny.
now. Gosh, imagine doing that. He could make the money back in
Oh, he means like MrBeast Squid Games. Yes, Graham. I think that's what you mean.
one video.
I made money, I spend money.
On this episode of The Breakdown, we're going to take you through our experience with MrBeast and answer the question of why he spends $4 million a month to make his YouTube videos. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's break it down.
Yeah, guys, go and subscribe to Colin and Samir. Right now, they're at 590,000 subscribers, and they deserve at least 1 million subscribers.
I agree with this. So if you haven't seen Colin and Samir, they have talk show style content, but they are super, super cool. And Samir has the best freaking YouTube voice on YouTube.
Very few people know what his operation looks like behind the scenes, what he spends all of this money on, and who he works with to pull it all off.
I filmed a few videos with him and I was like, yo, you're funny, you want a job?
We've known him for almost 2 years, and we didn't know any of it. So when he invited us to come visit, we
Like, I even know who's blurred out. Why would you blur out Tariq's face?
did not hesitate to book our flights.
After we spent about 48 hours with him, we sat down before we left to talk about everything we'd seen.
Look at their setup. Wow, just for this interview, they got great lighting.
Just for this interview, I mean, Graham, it's MrBeast. Dude's a 23, almost 24-year-old rock star. Yeah, 100 million subscribers. Bring 3 lights.
I was about to say, well, we need lighting like that, but I realized that I use towels on my lights, and that works just as well, so I'm going to keep doing that.
The first thing we had to ask him was about this
does
massive
that.
warehouse we were sitting in.
How much did this cost and how long in the making has this been?
It's probably not a good way to start it because like there's so much explanation. It seems excessive. Why would you just buy this? Now I just seem like some dumb rich YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmy didn't want to start there.
Oh, man, I would just be like, yeah, I did think at $15 million, the payment's this, I got this interest rate fixed for 20 years. That's how I would answer it.
For the first 5 years of making YouTube videos, although Jimmy loved it,
Have y'all watched some of Jimmy's older videos? Like, the homeless man getting 10 grand was the one that puts him on the map. But like, his voice has gotten better. He's improved everything. And that's why I get a lot of messages like, Grant, why are you not having more subscribers? Well, I guess I need to focus in and do some special content because I have been getting 1,000 views per video for like a year and a half. So I need to either step it up and maybe hire a director to direct me because, you know, having like 9 jobs and coming up with all this stuff makes it hard. Oh, look at that. Jimmy was into AMC years. Look at that. AMC, you know, just saying. Hoo hoo hee ha hoo.
Struggled to make it a career.
After like year after year after year, like literally, it just like this is never gonna happen.
That's all I ever talked about in school. That's all I ever did.
I thought it was a freak of nature because like people would tell me, all you do is talk about YouTube. You're too obsessed with YouTube. Like, get a life. And so
You have to be that obsessed, though. If you want to be the best, like MrBeast, you have to have that sort of obsession that dominates everything else, because that's the only way you're ever going to get that good at something, to be able to spend $4 million a month on videos.
In the high school yearbook, there was this section that says, what are things that people don't know about you? Jimmy Donaldson, things people don't know about me is I have a YouTube channel. I read it in the yearbook and I'm like, what? Jimmy has a YouTube channel? What is a YouTube channel? What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, moms would always be so upset over stuff like that.
My mom watches mine. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate the support.
I'd be like, oh, who are you talking to? The strangers. I remember my parents. This is like, I don't want to say the beginning of the internet, but like 2000, right? And I was talking to all these people on message boards about reef aquariums. My parents are always like, who are you talking to? Why would a full-grown adult want to have a conversation with you about aquariums? But guess what? Like, everyone is really nice, and we're able to talk about reef aquariums. So I'm sure any parent would look at this and be like, oh, you're on YouTube. Who are you talking to on YouTube? And get kind of worried.
for me, I hate.
Makes
I
sense.
Hate school. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I just want to make YouTube videos.
But it was pretty simple. You know, Jimmy, you go to college, you can stay in the bonus room upstairs. You drop out, you're out of the house.
I have a story about that. Comment below if you ever want to hear it. But like right now, I still got 10 minutes left of the video.
I like his laser focus, though. I was the same way. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to college. I think it's silly. Why waste the money? I don't want to do that. I want to do this.
College dropout. I sell cars. That's what I do. So.
That he has on this.
I would act like I was going to college, and then I would like just sit in my car in the college campus and just work on videos or edit. But I didn't have enough money to move out. I wasn't making anything, so I just didn't tell my mom.
That can't last for that long.
Yeah. No, and thankfully, I remember sitting in like on the stairs in front of one of the college classrooms, and I was like, "Yo, I don't know what the is going on, but like I've just been grinding every hour of the day, and I just made like 20 grand a month. I'm ready to like tell mom that I'm failing every class. Yeah, mom, I have zeros and everything. I haven't been going." And I was like, "I'll move out tomorrow."
I like it. It's funny. It's funny. It's lighthearted.
Graham could
when
do
it
that.
Works, though.
Graham
I'm
needs to do
curious
that
though
with
how
mom.
many people have dropped out of college and just failed. They do YouTube videos. They're like, oh crap.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know. I should.
2 years.
Hey, mom. Actually, can I move back in? Can I go back to college, please? I'm curious how many of the other scenarios we're just not hearing about.
So like you saw in the beginning,
Jimmy is an anomaly. I have been at this 2 years, and it makes $1,000 a month.
Jimmy showed us his finances. So you go from making money, spending money, to making money, losing money.
Yeah, on some videos.
On some
and then other
videos,
videos
right?
have to make money to make up for it. Yeah. I'd make 50 grand a month, and then I'd film a $50,000 video that would end up costing $60,000.
I'm looking at these. World's hottest substance versus coldest substance. 75 million views. How is this so simple, yet it's like so effective? It's true though, like they're just interesting videos. I think every video, like at this level from him was so calculated and so planned just to do well. And he had the mindset that he knew what people would want to watch. Trying to fly using only leaf blowers. I wonder if this would work today. I don't think this style, this is 4 years ago, would work today. I feel like every year, multiple times a year actually, there's different styles and formats that come in and out. And this worked back then. I'd be curious if someone tries this again today, if they could do it.
One of the videos was where you were giving away houses, and that obviously cost,
Me and Graham watched that one together. So let's see if I get a shout out. I won't.
over
Yeah,
a
we spent just shy of $1 million.
Come
just
on,
shy
Graham.
of $1 million.
Come on, Graham.
And
Huh?
you told us how much that video made on AdSense.
No
How much did that video make on
Not
AdSense?
$1 million. Way less than $500,000. I'll tell you that. And then there's a brand deal on it, but even then, because that's not including the cost of the people to produce it and stuff like that. So it's closer to like 1.3 million to do the video. We're definitely not going to make over $1 million on that video. So
Wow. So $1.3 million to do that video, and he probably made $700,000 back. It's a risky strategy, but you got to admit, in his case, it worked well. I couldn't justify losing money on videos, and I've lost money on videos, and I have to say, I don't like it. I don't like doing that. And I'll tell you, the two videos I lost money on, one where I bought Tesla full self-driving for $8,000 to try it out for a video, and the video made $3,000. So right there, I'm down $4,000. Now, full self-driving on Tesla is worth more now, so, my value's kind of there. But the second video was the Logan Paul Pokemon pack. I spent $11,000 on one pack of Pokemon cards, and the video, I think, made $7,500 in ad revenue. Now, I did pull a Holo Gyarados, so it worked out. But, like, on the surface, I'm still, you know, I like to be able to just make a video and make money. And that's it. That's my thing. So I like that.
The type of stuff I do now is
I do worry about Jimmy ever, you know, spending himself into a problem where, you know, if he ever stopped doing YouTube, or if YouTube ever changed, because the car business could change. The real estate business probably never will, because I don't know where we were going to live. But the car business could, you know, just self-driving from Tesla, or drone vehicles, or something along those lines where we're flying versus driving. You know, of course we'd have to adapt, but that costs a lot of money. So if YouTube ever was to change, and Jimmy's used to spending $4 million a month, like, I understand he doesn't do that on his own, but it's still spending it. Like, if I invest a bunch of money versus spend a bunch of money, it's still leaving my account. Like, I'm still used to large amounts of money coming in and investing large amounts of money back out. So, you know, it's a tricky situation. It really is.
little office building. And then we outgrew that in like 3 months. And then I got
So it works out.
like a little warehouse. Then I got a bigger warehouse. And then I got 2 warehouses because like the videos are getting so big.
I didn't realize that every set is like custom built.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about that. And that's what makes a good video, is when you don't even think about all the work that goes in behind the scenes, because it seems so flawless, and MrBeast does that. And he makes it seem it's just like it's him and a camera. Meanwhile, there's like 50 people working behind the scenes to make it a reality.
So the reason that MrBeast spends all of this money on all of these buildings to build all of these sets comes down to this one graph. This is called a retention graph.
The whole time while we were there, Jimmy was giving us advice on how to get our videos
Look at Graham's face.
to 70% retention.
70%, that's what you need. If it's below that, figure out how to get higher.
So that means
Wow, 70%.
I knew it was gonna trigger him.
That's pretty impressive. I have to say, most of my videos here on this channel, the peak is 65. And that's like a really, really, really good retention rate. I would say the average
Mine's only in the 40s. Why don't you like me?
here is about 55 to 62, give or take. Main channel's about 55% as well. Any higher than that is rare.
So that means 70% of the people who clicked on the video are still watching at the end of the video.
I went back and watched the FBI video again. Those first 40 seconds were so jam-packed.
The thing people undervalue the most is literally the first 10 seconds of the video.
Yeah, I met MrBeast once before, and I'm just gonna say this because it's so incredible, but you know, it was an event in Las Vegas. A lot of people were going out,
Poker game.
and not like, you know, clubs or anything like that. They were going out to dinner and this and that, and like, you know, different like Top Golf and stuff. Jimmy wanted to do a YouTube mastermind where we would stay in a hotel room and we would go through each other's analytics and analyze the first 30 seconds of our videos to understand why it did or did not do well. And that's what he wanted to do. And I, of course, was like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. So we did that. And watching his mind work for this first like 10 to 30 seconds was insane. I mean, every little thing that you wouldn't even think about, he's like, no, you got to do this. You got to put this flash on the screen. You got to cut over here, come back over there. You want this point right here. Like, every little thing was so calculated.
I don't even know how he can fit his intros into what he fits them on. Like, he's got someone that takes a paragraph of information and condenses it down to 10 seconds. Like, it's impressive. It's so impressive, and I am so wordy compared to MrBeast. The dude's a madman, and you got to give him props.
So it's incredible to see him work.
It's very hard with a single storyline, if you're doing like a double-digit minute video, to just have that one thing grip their entire attention throughout the whole video and pay off at the end.
Okay, now what we didn't tell you is that by the end of this video, one of you watching is gonna win some cash. For the remainder of the video, anytime someone says the word beast, we're gonna tack on $100 to the final amount. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is comment something below.
Ooh, maybe I should start doing that. We'll see. Let's see.
Upstairs, there's multiple rooms for the creative teams.
Now in that same area is a huge warehouse for props, all of the things that he's used in past videos and wants to keep around.
Next to that was a trailer with sets for Beast Gaming
This is my setup.
and Beast Reacts.
These videos have insane retention and like they just do well every single time.
Wow, yeah, I like the MrBeast reacts.
Yep.
Because, yeah, I would agree with him. The retention on those. Like, when I click on one of those videos, I tend to watch it all the way through.
Yep.
It's just so simple. And whoever he has picking the videos to react to, in my opinion, they deserve a raise. Because to scour the internet and know exactly which videos to look for, man, it's tough.
This is now the official, like, biggest single investment you've made.
Oh, of course. By 20 billion folds. You know what I
And
mean?
as you guys are only seeing the inside of this space, but there's also a lot of space around
Yeah,
it.
I don't
like-
know if I want to go too in depth,
sure.
but more acres than you could ever need. We're going to build 20,000 square feet of office. You know, we have multiple warehouses, but videos take 90 days to do.
I'm curious, just how is this sustainable? Because right now, for MrBeast to keep going at this, he's got to keep going on the videos. I don't think he's ever going to stop. But I wonder if there's ever a point where he worries about stepping back. And if he's not the one doing this, how is everyone able to get paid for the next, like, 10 to 20 years? But you know what? Then again, if MrBeast says he's going to make videos for another 20 years, I'll take him face value at his word on that and know that he's going to do a good job.
Why do you want to be the best YouTuber?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know?
I just, ever since I was 13, I feel like it was programmed in me. That sounds weird.
I just want to be a YouTuber with a million subscribers.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me either. I was just like, I'm going to be a YouTuber.
So they're talking about retention. We're 10 minutes and 44 seconds into an 11-minute video, and they haven't even wrapped up yet. So this is telling you something that they want to end it abruptly, and that's going to get them to that retention rate. The other thing, though,
Smart.
that's really going to help with retention is getting a free stock down below in the description when you sign up for Public using the code GRAHAM.
Do you ever entertain the possibility that one day you won't care about being the biggest YouTuber?
I mean, I'm going on 10 years, and I love it more than anything. You took my channel away from me, like, I don't know what I would do.
Let's test this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and until next time.
Wow. So I'm going to do the same thing. I believe in you. I'm going box. Bye.